Jai Hind student, welcome to biology class. Students, in this lecture we will discuss about the endocrine system and the associated glands. Now, as we all know, we have already studied about endocrine glands. Okay, so these are the ductless gland. That means they lack duct. They don't have any tube-like structure which helps in the transportation of their secretion. जो भी कुछ ये secrete करती हैं, that is the hormone. So they don't have any tube or any duct for the release of these hormones. Now then what happens? They have to pour their hormone into the surrounding blood for transport to the site of action or distantly located target organ. So that's why they have to release their secretion in the bloodstream. जो भी blood streams होते हैं वहाँ पे उनको वो हार्मोन स्पोर कर दिया जाता है एंड थ्रू दैट ब्लड स्ट्रीम द हार्मोन रीच टू द टारगेट साइट जहाँ भी उनको इफेक्ट कॉज करना है, जहाँ भी उनको इफेक्ट शो करना है. सो द secretions which is secreted by the endocrine glands, these secretions are known as hormones. Hormones are also known as chemical messengers or growth regulators. So these are the other names of the hormone. The glands which have duct for discharging their secretion into the body or surface or into the cavities of the body are called exocrine glands. So as compared to endocrine glands, there is another type of glands are also present in our body, that is exocrine glands. For example, our salivary glands, liver, pancreas acts as both endocrine and exocrine. So here what happened, they have a definite duct or a tube in order to discharge the secretion. So they have the duct, you can say the exocrine glands. Now let's talk about the hormones, because in this chapter we have to study the chemical coordination, and the chemical coordination in human beings, it is done by the hormones. It is controlled by the release of the hormones by these endocrine glands. Now, hormones are non-nutrient chemicals which are produced in trace amounts and act as intercellular messengers. These are responsible for regulating the biological process in the body. So, they are the non-nutrient chemical, means they do not provide any nutrition to the body. In fact, they are the chemicals which are required in very trace, in very small amount, and they are responsible for regulating the biological processes in our body. The organized endocrine glands also secrete a number of new molecules in addition to hormones. Vertebrates have large number of chemicals acting as hormones that provide coordination, while invertebrates possess very simple endocrine system with few hormones. So as the human beings, they are the vertebrates, we have a very complex body design. So here a number of hormone is secreted just to provide the coordination among the different organs of the body. Now there are few things, extra things to in order to know. The first hormone, it was discovered by William N. Bayliss and Ernest H. Starling in 1903. Endocrinology is the study of endocrine glands and hormones secreted by them. Okay, so these are the few extra information for you. Now let's start with the human endocrine system. Now the endocrine system in human, it constitutes endocrine glands and the hormone producing diffused tissue cells located in different parts of our body. In endocrine system, the hormones from one gland may stimulate or inhibit another endocrine gland. Okay, so the hormonal secretion by one of the gland in case of endocrine system, it may have the influence or effect, or it may control the secretion of other endocrine glands also. Now purely there are two types of endocrine glands, that is that is pure endocrine glands and partial endocrine glands. Now, pure endocrine glands, they entirely work for the secretion of hormone. Okay, for example, hypothalamus, pituitary, pineal, thyroid, adrenal, pancreas, parathyroid, thymus gland, and gonads. These are the few pure endocrine glands. Now, what are partial endocrine glands? Now, there are glands which act both as exocrine and endocrine. In the beginning only, I have told you, for example, pancreas, okay, kidney, liver, placenta. So, these are the few of the glands which act both, which act endocrine as endocrine also, or it may act exocrine also, depending upon the situation. Okay. So this is all. It is just the general, or you can say a brief account of your human endocrine system. Now next we'll be discussing about each endocrine glands along with the hormones secreted by them, and then what is the function of the hormone. So that we'll be covering in the next lectures one by one. Thank you everyone.